hot, hot, fantastic sauce, not serving. On the bench, on the bench. एक होम टीम यानी कि ओडिशा की टीम 2025 का उप विजेता टीम साइवान सुना। चलिए इसके दरमियान टीआर प्रोफेशनल मैनेजमेंट की हमारे दो अतिथि इसी दरमियान हमारे बीच जुड़ चुके हैं। तो चलिए जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत कर रहे हैं दोनों के खिलाड़ियों को अतिथि परीक्षा के लिए। एक तरफ साइवान सुनाबेड़ा 2025 वर्ष का उप विजेता टीम, दूसरी तरफ सिवान बिहार और एट ग्रे कलर के जर्सी पर जो टीम को आप देख रहे हैं वह टीम है साइवाल सुनाबेड़ा। साइवाल सुनाबेड़ा टीम के खिलाड़ियों के साथ हमारे माननीय अतिथियां इसी दरमियान हाथ मिलाते थे। सहित बिहार खिलाड़ी सहित माननीय अतिथि सहित हस्त मेडल विशेष पर्व इतिमध्य आगे आज द्वितीय दिवस या चलतु नेशनल एंथम समस्त दर्शक मान को अनुरोध करी निज स्थान छिड़ा बाहर हाँ माता के कौन की कोई भारत माता के बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज द्वितीय दिवस मुहूर्त को आम सबुदिन स्मृतिर चितापट बांधि रखा निमंते एक प्रतिछवि उतरंग विशेष पर्व माननीय अतिथि TRL Krosaki मैनेजमेंट अन्यपटे बिहार साई सुनाबेड़ार समस्त खिलाड़ी मैच ऑफिशियल फोटो सेशन कार्यक्रम बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद एवं इतिमध्य परवर्ती कार्यक्रम को जीवा फोटो सेशन जहाँकि आंचलिक खबर कागजर प्रतिनिधि छापाकरण वैदेशिक गणमाध्यम सोशल मुख्य अतिथि एवं सम्मान परिसमाप्ति घटी धन्यवाद पुनः मो अतिथि को अनुरोध करी मंच में मंच आसीन हो आज के एक्साइटेड मैच को मैच ऑफिशियल
Good afternoon and welcome to the TRL Krosaki Cup football tournament, the second edition of the tournament. We are here as United Club of Siwan, Bihar takes on Sports Authority of India from Sunabeda. Both the captains joining hands with the referees, getting the pre-match formalities out of the way as we enter the high-octane action. Now, on a Monday afternoon, we got a great crowd here cheering both the sides. All the referees in coordination. And this is how United Club from Siwan starts. Bikash Bauri in goal. Samir Mal, Sheer, Saurav Mal and Khalifa in defense. Souza, Mal sharing in the middle. Melo, DJ Karthik and Somal Bauri will take the goal scoring responsibilities. It's Bikash Bauri's side, eager to lift the trophy. And SAI HAL Training Center, the lineup named by PS Venu as Rabi, Dezetipada, Mohan Maji, Albert Idzal, Manoj Naik, Lakshmi Badnaik, Shankar Hantel, Aman Batra, Madhu Jani, Sanjeet Khara, Abhaya Munda, and Sheba Maji from Sunabeda. This is going to be an interesting contest to say the least. We expect goals and more from today. Both the teams involved in one final team huddle. Both teams have substitute options on the bench. Sai especially naming a stronger lineup there. The Ratan Tata Stadium hosting the game in front of a strong crowd on a Monday afternoon who are ready to see some good footballing action today. Now, all set. The players getting ready in their formations early on as well. You can see lining up in a front three, a United Club from Siwan. And it looks like we are going to have a two-striker formation, but getting us underway and attacking from left to right off your screen in white and black, a United Club from Siwan, Bihar. And attacking from left to right off your screen in all orange are Sai and Hull. From Odisha, Sunabeda, of course. Pump down the line, the defender probably has it covered. Gets some great distance on the clearance as well. Sanjay Khara, the skipper of Sai, showing great determination there to keep the ball. The referee notices the infringement there. He was positioned at the right position. Now on the left flank. Not much pressure coming from United Club of Siwan. They're happy to concede territory and possession, but this might be a dangerous chance. The flag does go up. The linesman doing a great job there. So early in the game. There will be nerves for all the players, but the linesman had no margin for error and does so well to let everyone know that the player rushing in was offside. Early reprieve there perhaps for United Club.
Ball is out of the play. Now the throw in, question number 12. Manoj.
Well, let me tell you, it all came from a lack of press in the middle of the park from United. SAI currently finding great amount of time and space in the middle. Here they are. Gets the ball away under pressure. Saurav into Souza now. Souza cannot find the right pass into Melo, who was making a decent run into that channel there. So they do have some threat while trying to probe the channels. Now another line breaking pass. There is an attempt to fire it through the midfield. D'Souza naively dispossessed. Now good attacking options on the go. That's a fantastic through ball with the goalkeeper Rabi. Well, that was Bikash Bauri there, skipper of United Club. He had to be alert. He had to be active. Now once again, chaos between the players, giving the ball away, but that's a superb jump out of defense to win the ball for his side. Well, sloppy there from either side, unable to keep hold of the ball. And I believe it is going to be a throw in for United Club. Look how quickly possession changed hands over there. United taking a punt from outside, way outside. It was a shot on target. Well, the goalkeeper, Rabi, for some reason decides to drop the ball. It gave plenty of incentive for Melo to jump on it. Once again, yet another sloppy touch. This time from Suman. United Club, after a slow start, coming to the party.
पिछले साल को उप विजेता टीम इस साल कुछ अलग ही अंदाज में खेलते हुए
Fired down the right flank. Defense probably has it covered. And now, plenty of spaces opening up. The striker chops onto his right foot. And what a fantastic finish that is. Well, the goalkeeper had to do better. But that is not taking away anything from the brilliant finish. Cuts onto his right foot. Had a small window, but you have to ask questions. Where are the tackles? Look at the players backing away. The midfield not tracking back quickly enough. The first touch was great, and the second touch even better as he created great separation before squeezing it into the near post. As SAI take an early lead in the game. A brilliant start for them. Pretty disappointing. That's a poor goal to concede from United Club's perspective. The defense, the midfield, and the goalkeeper, everyone failing together on that occasion. As SAI opened the scoring, SHTC 1, United Club from Siwan 0. Well, let me remind you, this is knockout football. You do not have the luxury of escaping the venue with a draw. Less than a victory will be punished brutally. And as things stand, United Club have a huge fight on their hands. Now, another sensational through ball. The referee does keep his flag down and it will be 2-0. That was inches away from 2-0. Could you believe it? How easy was that? Well. Maji is still unable to believe the acres of space he is having there. Probably he had too much time to think what was going to happen. His finish was inches wide of the post there. The captain giving the ball away on that occasion. United Club. Melo is the interested candidate, but he cannot get close to the ball at the minute. Defense of SAI holding the fort together wonderfully inside this opening spell and even giving them the lead. This is the kind of dream starts you'd love to have in knockout football. That was a fine ball down the line, perhaps just a bit too heavy, and the winger wasn't anticipating that. It's going to be a goal kick there, taken shortly. Well, the one encouraging thing is plenty of spaces we have today. Look at the spacing between the players. Under no pressure, they can play their best football, but that was so close to becoming an error under no pressure. Sai keeping the move alive on the left. Tries to squeeze it for the overlapping fullback, and now they have a hole at the back. But United Club very slow to take advantage of it. Tried to pierce it to the left. Now, cushion towards this goalkeeper comes out a long way. It wouldn't have counted. But wasn't that a bit dangerous from both players going studs up for the ball? Both the striker and the goalkeeper. Well, let me tell you, if the goalkeeper took the impact with his studs down, it could have been a certainly red card challenge for the striker there. But on that occasion, we saw two players going with studs up there. Here's Melo. Trying to find the combination passes there. The 1-2's not coming off for United. But they might just have a throw in here. Yes, they do. For United Club Siwan, they have a strong foreign contingent. You can see Melo on the left flank, the number 15, bringing pace and what through ball this is. The goalkeeper again had to be in a great starting position. Well, Sai are slicing apart Bihar's defense, and now against the run of the play, one long ball completely opened up their defense, didn't it? Yet again, a running riot, but a good tackle, a very good tackle, in fact, from Chris. He's the midfield pivot of Sai that's calling shots. And something tells me Bihar are simply unable to get a hang of the game here. They're being beaten too easily. I believe they need more from Melo there. He plays a give and go, which does not work at all. The skipper playing another excellent pass around the corner. Great touch there from Madhu. And it's 2v3 inside the box, but a desperate last-ditch clearance saves the day for United Club. Two defenders teaming up to pinch the ball away from him. Melo, favorite to retain the ball, but the first touch evades him. Has had a poor start to the game, if you're being honest. The touches, the passes, hasn't looked at his sharpest best at all. Well, I'd love to count the number of through balls, successful through balls that Sai have played today inside the opening 11 minutes. Such has been their dominance in the game. A huge chunk of the credit will go to that man on the ball now, Sanjay Khera, the skipper with the armband. Look how simply he's finding those passes. Speaking of through balls, that was a fantastic pass. How about that for a TJ Karthik was so close to running on the end of it. But the defender got the basics right, put himself between the ball and the man, and there was just enough pace on the ball to make its way towards Bikash. Appeals for a handball. The referee does acknowledge it. United Club have a free kick now. A good opportunity for them to send it deep into the enemy territory.
खेलो इंडिया इस प्रकार काफी बड़े बड़े टूर्नामेंट में अपने हुईसिल की जादू दिखाने वाले अरुण कुमार नाव यहाँ टीम के लिए एक अच्छा मौका था प्रतिद्वंदी टीम के मिडफील्ड पर यह मौका मिला है और किक करने के लिए
Shedding now puts plenty of power, and I believe that was an effort on goal. But there was no need to go for goal from that sort of distance. He was not going to hurt Rabi in size net there. Perhaps a bit of dink on it, a bit of flight to bring his defenders into play could have been great there. Now some good footwork to get away from two players. Now yet again, a lovely through ball down that left half space. The defender cautiously nudges it out for a corner. Well, the game is only going one way till now. Could be more and more one-way traffic. Had to get something on that ball there if he wanted to keep hold of it. Good footwork to move away from challenges, but eventually the defense catches up to him. Bihar keeping the ball, but that was so close to a mistake. The pressing triggers have been pretty clear from sight. Looks like they nailed their game plan. A detailed study of the opposition, knowing when to press and where to press. They are ready to latch on to any sort of heavy touch, but having evaded that first line of press, United Club, can they create some chances? There goes the early cross towards the box. Easily fended away by the defense. Another attempted through pass down the middle. They are only taking one route. They found out that the defense of Bihar still not up to the races. And they're playing incredible passes through the middle to find spaces. Manoj on the ball now. Here is Aman Batra. Has had a fantastic start to the game. Yet again, the pass around the corner, intercepted at the crucial moment by the fullback of United Club. Shaping up to go long. Melo, as DJ Karthik finds him perfectly. Can he get the shot away? Good footwork from Karthik, goes for goal. Was he under pressure? Was that a perfect tackle? A huge let off for SAI. Out of nowhere, United Club have come so close to finding an equalizer there. That was a fair tackle. There was no ill intent in it whatsoever from Abaya. A brilliant tackle, you can say. But I think Karthik, he did great there. He did incredibly after receiving the pass from Melo. Showed quick feet, got away from two defenders, but it was the third man rushing into the box that made the tackle. However, they have a corner now, a chance to cause some further troubles. This is something they could build on. The link-up play between Melo and Karthik. An out-swinging corner, opting for a man-to-man mark there. Corner taken shortly. Pretty disappointing from Shering. He had a free kick. And now he wastes a short corner. It could be troublesome. But Aman Batra's decision making, not the brightest. Well, he could have carried the ball. He could have played a pass towards the flank, but that was a terrible pass from Aman to end the counter. Suman now. The idea has been same for both sides to find those crisp passes. It cuts defense and look at the space now, goes inside. It is a 1v1. The goalkeeper spills it and it is so easily 2-0. That is terrible, terrible mistake from Rabi. Once again, from beg your pardon, Bikash Bori, the skipper of United Club. Well, he should be doing better. And SAI aren't showing any sort of mercy after breaking with pace and purpose. That was not the best of the crosses in the world, but the goalkeeper simply had to make sure that he pouched it, spills it, and the on-rushing striker needed no second invitations to bundle it into an empty net. SAI doubled their advantage, and United Club, Siwan, Bihar are sinking further and further into this deep hole they have dug themselves. And for both goals, you could blame the goalkeeper Rabi. At this level, has to do better covering your near post, claiming those crosses. These are the things that will make difference. Yes, the defense aren't covering themselves in glory either, but the goalkeeper has to be better than that. They're so bold now, and they sigh. They're only having two at the back, encouraging their fullbacks to completely join the attack. Look at the run inside the box. Another orange shirt joins him, but he will use the fullback on the overlap. Good pressure there as United Club steal the ball. But Melo cannot get on the end of it. Shering fires it towards the right wing. Melo and Karthik in open spaces. Can they find them? Focus of attack shifted towards the left. Saurav fires a decent enough pass. Karthik is available on the left. But he is going for goal on his own. That was a decent effort from Suman. Good skill there, good intent. Perhaps should have curled it, should have opened his body and curled it towards the far post. But tries to catch the goalkeeper out at the near post. And that was slightly off target. But encouraging signs, you could say. Once again, here is Saurav venturing more forward boldly with a cross into the middle with Melo as the target. Will find an orange shirt. Shering goes for goal from distance. Well kept in play. But the defense just about doing enough to snatch possession away. Melo now shifted to the right flank completely after starting the evening on the left. But he is unable to get past this man. That he's the kind of X factor they're missing. The ability to take on fullbacks, to drive towards the box and create something. If you're not able to win your 1v1s, If the wingers fail to beat their fullbacks, it's going to be a tough afternoon. Once again, the delivery was too flat and too set goalkeeper. Ravi's drop kick will earn a throw in for his side. Mellow. Sharing goes for goal from distance, but I'm pretty sure that the coach will be far from happy with that effort. Heavy touch. The ball deserts him. Appreciates the effort from his player, though that was a decent idea. United Club are wasting no time in taking the goal kicks. They cannot waste any more time, can they? They're already 2 goals down. They need 1 goal back at the earliest to have hopes of a comeback. Karthik now against his fullback fires a decent pass into the middle, but poor ball control there. Aman Batra swings that magical right foot and finds another orange shirt who lays it off behind. Skipper Sanjay thought for a goal for a minute, but changed his mind. It's taken down. It is a free kick, an easy decision for the referee, right in front of his eyes. It's a tough angle to go for goal. A three-man wall. The skipper Sanjay will really dare to go for goal from that distance. As giving goalkeeper the eyes though. Now that was at a decent height. The goalkeeper parries it, gets enough distance, but he will face another shot, and this time Mohan Maji had plenty of momentum when completely threw the shot as he ends up miscuing it. Himar, the number 16, entered the field recently. Well, you were pretty sure that it was offside, but had the left winger gone onto that, he could have been perfectly onside there. Shankar in the middle, winning the ball for his side. Madhujani will be happy to play a square pass to his defender. Tries to slice it through the middle, but there were no runners. I think they all practiced pretty well ahead of the tournament, finding each other with runs. Chris playing as the leader of defense for United Club. So far, his defense has suffered due to individual mistakes, but that is decent skill from Suman, who already had a warning shot pretty close to being on target. This time, Chris jumps right out to intercept it there. The idea was simple to get a 1-2 pass, but the defender cuts it out. Pretty frustrating for Melo. You could understand there. It's not working for him at all.
और लेकिन देखना हुआ है बिहार की पहला हाफ 0 से पिछड़ी हुई है 3-3 फॉरेन प्लेयर के साथ एक डिफेंडर सो अटैकर जैसे लोग ही जो फॉरेन प्लेयर इसी के साथ विलेज गोल किक
It comes to a tame end for United Club.
2025 इसी साल जनवरी में हुई थी TRL Krosaki
SAI not afraid to take a shot.
और इस बार दिसंबर
They're absolutely happy to play out from the back. But on that occasion, a heavy touch allows Chris to find D'Souza, who's yet another foreigner in this lineup. D'Souza, Melo, and Chris, the trio of international players in United Club's quota. But here is Aman. Waits for options. Madhu now. Well, after all that scouting, all he could manage was a poor pass to an opposition player. Karthik was offside and doesn't even bother running for it. Melo coming back to press now. Is it too little, too late? SAI's players have completely taken charge of this game. Look how easy it has been switching ball from flank to flank under a lack of pressure. It's a 3-man forward line and a single disjointed press from the middle of the park, giving side plenty of time to find those passes. D'Souza now. His only target is going long and it will not come off for him. They need better game plan. The long passes aren't working. They need incredible accuracy and almost Chris is being beaten for pace. But the defender uses all his experience to make sure that he keeps the ball in play and concedes only a throw in. He is disappointed with the lack of support he has got. Now, it looks like it took some toll on Subamaji. The linesman cautions the referee.
ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट 2025-26 वर्ष में पारा में टीम पूरी तरीके से प्राथमिक उपचार के लिए तैयार होते हुए स्ट्राइकर के पास और अभी जो दर्शक आए हैं उनको मैं जानकारी के लिए बता दूं.
Look at the enthusiastic crowd. You can see all age groups there cheering the players on.
और दूसरा गोल अल जीरो स्कोर को करने में 18 मिनट का समय लगा. यंग दो खिलाड़ी अभी तक गोल अपनी टीम के लिए एक गोल अभी तक कर चुके हैं. दूसरी तरफ बिहार 0 के साथ पीछे रहते हुए इस मैच में.
Delivered a half-hearted cross. There were no orange shirts in the middle. That was an attack wasted, you can say. But somehow SAI are finding enough spaces to keep the ball in. Aman shot from distance. The goalkeeper was worried at the last moment, but to his surprise, the ball ends up going wide.
विकल्प की तलाश कर रहे हैं, साथी को ढूंढ रहे हैं. कौन से खिलाड़ी के पास बॉल प्रेजेंट करेंगे देखते हुए.
Saurav tries to chop it towards the middle. He finds Karthik with ease. Karthik lays it off into the middle. Melo was getting there, but that was not the right idea. I believe Karthik should have held on to the ball for a bit longer. Well, he was 1v1 with the defender. Why not take a touch and change the direction there? Well, there have been glimpses. There have been certainly glimpses from United Club, but it's all about stringing it together. You could tell SAI has plenty of chemistry by the way the players are going about their passes, their through passes, and finishings. It has been lacking for United Club. They're playing well as individuals, but the problem is they're not connecting with each other as team members. And the pressing is atrocious. That is what is leading to so many chance creating opportunities for SAI. Here is Aman. Look, he has the freedom of the entire pitch. He's doing whatever he wants and whatever he feels like. Abaya on the ball. Playing a casual rondo without any pressure. Puts his teammate slightly in a spot of bother. Manoj will seek his goalkeeper.
Keeper, regular keeper.
Aman once again fooling a couple of players before finding Shankar and the through pass between the defenders. It's beaten for pace by the skipper. But Bikash Bauri somehow for the captain on captain movement somehow gets his head on it. DJ Karthik will be kept away from the goal thanks to decent shoulder barge from Manoj. Now, you could perfectly see the game plan, the superiority is always greater. A team effort is always greater than individual quality because United have three international players. Melo in the forward line, especially, has been ineffective, is struggling to create an impact on the game. Meanwhile, the forwards of SAI have been flourishing with chemistry, perfectly finding passes to each other. And a bit cursed on this occasion, as Suman fires the ball towards the left, I believe he's offside and Karthik knows it. He tries to say no to the referee, but that was a pretty poor choice of pass from Suman. Well, once again, you'd like to ask, why are they going for the early passes when they have better options had they held on to the ball for a second longer? Get the ball away first is a policy that's been hurting United Club so far. Sharing. I think they'll expect a bit of creativity. There is a player down. The referee will definitely take note of it.
प्राथमिक 4। लेकिन कल का मैच के बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं बता दूं। कल 2025 और 26 का पहला सेमीफाइनल में एक टीम जो कि सेमीफाइनल के लिए अपना दावा ठोक चुकी है।
Now,
यूनाइटेड
the
क्लब
players will also use this as a little break to get their batteries charged a bit more.
यूनाइटेड सेमीफाइनल तक का सफर तय कर चुकी है, जो कि मध्य प्रदेश टीम को 4-1 गोल के अंतर से परास्त करते हुए सेमीफाइनल के दरवाजे तक जा चुकी है। और आज साई सुनाबेड़ा बनाम बिहार
Long and hard discussions between the midfielders and the forward line of United Club.
वो भी टीम कल सेमीफाइनल के लिए अपना नाम तय कर। वक्त अभी बाकी है, मैच अभी बाकी है, क्योंकि वक्त कभी किसका इंतजार नहीं करता। तो चलिए हम लोग इंतजार करते हैं कल का मैच के। इस मैच की विजेता टीम कल खेलेगी सेमीफाइनल बेलपहाड़ यूनाइटेड के साथ।
Now, once again, the defender leaping the tallest to grab the ball away. United Club, they showed signs, but they need tangibles. They need a goal back before halftime to have hopes of a comeback.
और यहाँ पर stepping at an opponent intensely यहाँ पर क्या
Now we could be having a first yellow of the game, and yes, it is Shearing's ill-timed tackle on the skipper of SAI, Aman Batra. Beg your pardon, that was Sanjay Khera, the captain. You could see Shearing apologize immediately and even holding his ears as a sign of apology, but that was not enough to get a yellow card for him, to escape a yellow card.
जर्सी नंबर 14 पहला क्रोसन इस मैच में अभी तक अगर देखा जाए 37 मिनट 37 मिनट मैच समाप्त हो चुकी है पहला हाफ का स्कोर की बात किया जाए तो 2-0 लीड के साथ इस मैच में अभी तक बनी हुई है साई हाल सुनावेड़ा टॉस जीतकर पहला किक ऑफ का इरादा नहीं है इसी के साथ सब्स्टिट्यूशन जर्सी नंबर 8 इज आउट एंड जर्सी नंबर 11 इज इन मनोज हंताल जो कि इन कर चुके हैं और जर्सी नंबर 8 पर शिवो मीन जो कि बाहर चल चुके हैं यानी कि एक सब्स्टिट्यूशन साई हाल
Substitution there for Sai. Manoj entering the fray for Ziba, was injured and had to leave the ground midway. A poor way to end this evening, but let us hope that he will be all right for the future games. Chris now tries to go for a Trivela pass, apologizes. I think the intensity is not, we're not just not seeing enough intensity from United Club. Suman spreads it towards the right for D'Souza. Sauram now into Shearing. Once again, the promising move did not come to anything, but somehow they get hold of the ball. Here is D'Souza. Seeks support on the right wing, but forced to go back to his centre backs. Samir on the ball, looking for options. Look at that. In the shape of a V in the middle of the park. Karthik gets away. Has support from Suman, and Melo is free on the left. He will get the ball. An attempt from outside should be an easy save. And that was an easy save for Rabi. Himar, the substitute, gave the ball plenty of height there on that occasion. It was easy for the goalkeeper to make a save.
पहला गोल संजीत खोरा टीम के कप्तान 5 मिनट लगा उनको गोल करने में
Melo yet again fails to complete a pass. The number 15 somehow forces his way onto the ball. Gets it back from Himar, but Karthik is disappointed with himself. They knew there was a huge chance. That's a fantastic pass from Sanjay, the skipper, towards the left. Showing good resistance. The defender just did enough, allowed the goalkeeper enough time to get the ball there. This time, how does this look? The flag does stay down. Karthik was chasing his own touch, and that is another huge opportunity going down the drain. Well, Karthik, DJ Karthik, I think it was one bad touch that left him chasing the ball towards that left angle, which completely narrowed the angle down. Yet again, another through. They're playing half-hearted, hoping for a flag that would never go up. And now plenty of space in the box. Decent save from Bikash, but there is still an opportunity for Sai to go for goal. Steed wide now. Decent tackle from D'Souza, the attacker, showing the hunger. Enough hunger to win the ball back for his side. What a game this is suddenly. Two huge chances for both sides, end to end.
मिडफील्डर के लिए बॉल आया है जैसे नंबर 17 पर शंकर मुख्य डिफेंडर का
That
साथ
looked like it was underhit,
आलवर्ट
but full credit to the captain. Look how deep he is dropping before coming back and playing passes of this kind to break down the opposition. Sharing now. That is truly poor from Himar. Wasn't expecting the ball there. He should be expecting it. He should be on his toes. Well, let me tell you, this game is far from over. One goal from United Club. That is, if they score next, we could be in for a thrilling finale. Meanwhile, look at the space on the right. Manoj makes a run there before sending the cross. The defender gets his head onto it. And Shering miscues their clearance. The ball comes his way kindly. Rounds the goalkeeper. Gets the cross, but there are no one at the far post. Well, how big of an escape was that? United Club leaving dangerously. A third goal perhaps could kill the contest. And once again, that through pass, no one was anticipating that. Not Abhay especially.
और जिस अंदाज के साथ खेल रही है साइयाल सुनाबेड़ा पिछले साल
SAI are just too good today. And if the game is not finished by halftime, they'll only have themselves to blame. They've had plenty of good opportunities. They've had plenty of breaks potentially. Just not scoring that third goal. How costly will it be for them? They're still keeping United Club from Siwan in this game.
YouTube चैनल हेम सागर भगरती में आप सीधा
Sharing fires it towards the left.
मंगल टीगी स्पोर्ट्स इसी के साथ सब्स्टिट्यूशन बिहार टीम अपना पहला सुरक्षित खिलाड़ी को परिवर्तन के लिए जैसे नंबर 15 मोलो जो कि बाहर पर जाएंगे फॉरेन प्लेयर मोलो वो बाहर जाएंगे उनके स्थान पर एक खिलाड़ी जो कि मैदान के अंदर आएंगे जैसे नंबर 11 पर है
Now we're heading. There's going to be a substitution. It's Melo who's being taken off. Just a minute away from halftime. Well, a bit harsh, you could say, but perhaps by the way the game has been going, you could say it's deserved as well because United Club have been so poor in the final third. It's Siwan who steps in for Melo. Can he create an impact? Melo has been pressing here and there, but consistently his passes have been missing as we enter added time. Now Aman Batra joining the attack. Desperate attempt to keep the ball from going out. He succeeds in that. Saurav into Samir. They're happy to let the half end at 2-0. Perhaps they are keeping their plans for an almighty comeback in the second half. Sharing. Look at that. This is where they're struggling to find those line breakers. They're unable to beat that first man press with three players. And they concede a throw in so naively.
यहाँ पर थ्रोइंग का मौका बस चंद लम्हा है पहला हाफ समाप्त होने के लिए चंद लम्हे का इंतजार पहला हाफ की समाप्ति की ओर
Captain Sanjay, look at that. Look at that confidence in him. Just one touch to completely break the defense, and it could be a superb goal if he scores that. The defender did incredibly well to steal the ball from his feet. It could have been some goal there. A great turn from Sanjay first up, and then the 1-2, the reverse pass was incredible. The defender just about keeping his side in the game, headed out. And Saurav has a chance to clear his lines. Himar now.
बॉल जाती है यहाँ पर स्पर्श रहेगा बाहर थ्रो इन अरुण कुमार नायक मैच रेफरी
Almost entering the third minute of added time. Now once again, another through ball. This time the defender just about doing enough. Concede a throw in. Third minute of added time.
बॉल स्पर्श रहेगा बाहर क्या यहाँ पर टारगेट करेंगे नहीं डिफेंडर पूरी तरीके से तैयार है बेहतरीन
Just as he was about to pull the trigger, United Club have a chance to break with purpose. DJ Karthik beats his man for pace. Can he find the right cross? D'Souza is waiting inside the box. But he cannot get on the end of that one as defense gets a couple of headers away. Now looking to end the half on a high. The skipper, Sanjit.
कप्तान संजीत खोरा हल्का तो माइनस के अमन के लिए
Aman directs the winger to make a run. He does not get it. He's frustrated. And that will be half time. Look at that. They're still frustrated. Despite being 2-0 up, they know that it's not safe yet and a goal could change it.
करते हुए साई हमाल
But what a positive half of football this has been from SAI and HAL Training Center.
पहला गोल संजीत खोरा
Absolutely dominant performance. United Club Siwan Bihar are in a deep hole they dug for themselves
5 मिनट लगा
with mistake after mistake.
में ही
And this was the first goal from the skipper.
पहला गोल
First touch to take it across, Chris, and then the poise on the finish, delicately placed towards the near post. The goalkeeper, the skipper of United Club should be doing better. But Bikash failed to cover himself in glory, and for the second goal as well, that was just terrible. Look at that. The cross was poor in the first place. The captain failed to get on the end of it, but the goalkeeper spills it, leaving an easy finish to make it 2-0. There were a couple of half chances. Suman shot from outside the box, and Karthik's effort from a tight angle. But at half time, it is United Club nil, SAI HAL Training Center 2. Will there be a mighty comeback? We will find out.
इसी दरमियान समाप्त करते हैं। इस टूर्नामेंट का घर बैठे भी आप अगर सीधा प्रसारण देखना चाहते हैं स्पोर्ट्स केपीआई
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन आमे आज असु TRL क्रोसाकी फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट 2025 और 26 वर्ष रे ये हूँ द्वितीय संस्करण डे टू आम सहित अच्छा साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा अधिनायक संजीत खरा वेलकम संजीत आपंकर मैच आज बिहार सहित बिहार एक सुंदर संगठित दल डिफेंडिंग लाइन इज सो ब्यूटीफुल आपंकर कौन स्ट्रेटेजी रही संजीत कि या मैच रे विजय लाभ करी आपण सेमीफाइनल को उत्तीर्ण हो
सर फास्ट तो कहबी कि आम एकाडेमीटा बहुत वर्ष बहुत प्रैक्टिस कर और नेक्स्ट थर आम रनर्स
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरी फुटबॉल लवर्स सेकंड TRL क्रोसाकी फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट बेलपहाड़ झारसुगुड़ा टुडे इज द सेकंड डे मैच बिहार बिटवीन साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा अधिनायक संजीत खराम सहित अच्छा संजीत गुड आफ्टरनून आपंकर मैच बिहार सहित
हाँ सर
पूर्व वर्ष रनर उपर संतुष्ट होगा पड़ता
सर
ए वर्ष कौन स्ट्राटेजी रही कि 2025-26 वर्ष में आप चंपियन टूर्नामेंट
हाँ आम तो बहुत प्रेफर कर आसु सर आम नेक्स्ट थर रनर्स अप होती एथर जमीक आम फाइनाल चंपियन जीवु ए बेलपाड़ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ଗର୍ବ ମାଟିକି ଆମେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଥର ଯାଇଥିଲୁ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆଉ ଏଥର ବି ଯିବୁ ଆମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବୁ କି ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଯାଇକରି ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଖେଳିବା ପାଇଁ ଆଉ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଜିତିକି ଯିବୁ ଏଠୁ
ସନ୍ତୋଷ ଟ୍ରଫି ପାଇଁ ସାଇ ହାଲ୍ ସୁନାବେଡ଼ା ତରଫରୁ 4 ଜଣ ଚାଲି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କ
ହଁ
ଟିମ୍ରୁ କ'ଣ ପ୍ରଭାବ ପଡ଼ିବ?
ନାଇଁ ପ୍ରଭାବ ତ ହେବ ନାହିଁ ସାର୍ ଆଉ 4 ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ 4 ବେଷ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ବହୁତ ପିଲା ଆମର ବେଷ୍ଟ ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ୟଙ୍ଗ ମ୍ୟାନ୍ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଖେଳୁଛନ୍ତି ଏବେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଥର ତୁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ବେଷ୍ଟ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଟିମ୍ଟା ବନେଇছে
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଅଧିନାୟକତାରେ ଅନେକ ଟୁର୍ଣ୍ଣାମେଣ୍ଟ ସାଇ ହାଲ୍ ସୁନାବେଡ଼ା ଜିତିଛି କ'ଣ ସାଇ ହାଲ୍ ସୁନାବେଡ଼ା କ୍ଲବ୍ ପୁଣି ଥର ସେ ଆଶା ରଖିବ କି ଆପଣଙ୍କର କ୍ୟାପ୍ଟେନସିପ୍ରେ ଆଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟିଭ୍ ଟ୍ରଫି 2025-26 ବର୍ଷରେ ନେଇକି ଯିବେ ପଡ଼ିଆରୁ?
हाँ सर मु तो मो निज 100% देवी और पिला भी बहुत 100% देवे जमीक मुझे रनर्स अफ होती कैप्टेन होकर एथर चंपियन होना हॉस्टेल को ट्रॉफी देवी
बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक यू सर
थैंक यू
सर
इतिमध्य आम सहित थे स्वागत आप सभी को। मैं कमेंटेटर भागीरथी पात्र फॉर ओडिशा TRL क्रोसाकी फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट 2025 और 26 दूसरा दिन में मैं हार्दिक दिल से स्वागत करता हूं आप सभी फुटबॉल के चाहने वालों को। आज सेकेंड डे यानी कि दूसरा दिन। आज का जो मैच बिहार बनाम साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा ओडिशा के बीच होगा। साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा 2025 वर्ष का जो कि चैंपियन टीम काटो। गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन, माय नेम इज भागीरथी पात्र। आई एम ए commentator second TRL Krosaki football tournament 2025 and 2026 बेलपहाड़ झारसुगुड़ा। आज का मैच साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा 2024 और 25 वर्ष का उप विजेता टीम। दूसरी तरफ बिहार पहली मर्तबा इस टूर्नामेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करते हुए। आज देखना होगा कि दोनों ही टीम के बीच, क्योंकि जो जीतेंगे वो सेमीफाइनल पर चले जाएंगे और सेमीफाइनल के लिए यूनाइटेड क्लब बेलपहाड़ ऑलरेडी एक मैच जीतकर जा चुकी है, जिन्होंने कल मध्य प्रदेश को 4-1 गोल के अंतर से परास्त करके सेमीफाइनल में पहुंच चुके हैं। तो आप इस टूर्नामेंट का हर एक लम्हा अपने घर बैठे भी आनंद ले सकते हैं सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म SportsKPI यूट्यूब चैनल के माध्यम से। तो जुड़े रहिए 2:30 में किक का समय। तब तक चलिए स्टूडियो पर चलते हैं। धन्यवाद। चलिए स्वागत करते हैं TRL क्रोसाकी फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट का जो दूसरा दिन में हमारे साथ बिहार टीम के कप्तान महादेव मंडल जी हैं। महादेव मंडल जी, स्वागत आपको।
थैंक यू।
आपका जो मैच पिछला साल का उप विजेता दल है,
हाँ
और आप एक अवे टीम है, वो एक होम टीम,
हाँ
और पहली बार इस मैदान में आप खेलने आए हैं, इस टूर्नामेंट आप पार्टिसिपेट किए हैं, तो क्या स्ट्रेटेजी लेकर आए हैं कि उप विजेता टीम को परास्त करते हुए डायरेक्ट सेमीफाइनल में प्रवेश करें?
स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है, हम लोग को समझ के आया है गेम अच्छे से खेलना है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं पड़ेगा। हम जितना हो सके दम चाहे हम अच्छे से खेलने के लिए कोशिश करेंगे।
आपका टीम में कितना फॉरेन प्लेयर
फॉरेनर
मैच में खेले?
हाँ, तीनों फॉरेनर्स खेल रहे हैं और बाकी सब हमारा गांव का लड़का है और मणिपुरी के कुछ प्लेयर है, वो भी खेल रहे हैं।
ग्राउंड कैसा है खेलने के लिए?
ग्राउंड अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छे ग्राउंड है। हमारे गांव में तो इसे ग्राउंड नहीं मिलता, तो यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा घास देख रहा हूँ, अच्छे से अच्छा माठ है।
ये जो टीम है वो लोकल टीम है, यानी कि ओडिशा की टीम है, तो जो दर्शक होंगे विशेष करके उनको चेयर अप करेंगे, उनका सपोर्ट ज़्यादा करेंगे।
हाँ,
उस प्रेशर को आप कैसे हैंडल करेंगे मैच में?
हाँ, दर्शक नहीं रहेगा तो हम लोगों का खेला अच्छा नहीं होगा। दर्शक उत्साह देगा तो हम लोग ज़्यादा खेलने की कोशिश करेंगे।
तो चलिए ठीक है मंडल जी, बेस्ट ऑफ लक इस मैच के लिए।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
चलिए यही थे महादेव मंडल जी, बिहार टीम के कप्तान। तो चलिए फिर से चलते हैं SportsKPI स्टूडियो की तरफ। धन्यवाद।
Welcome back to the action in the second half. And we're underway. Attacking from right to left of your screen in all orange. SAI and HAL Training Center from Sunabeda, Odisha. And attacking from left to right of your screen in green, white, and black. And in desperate need of goals, a United club from Siwan, Bihar. Now, an early mistake. It could be costly. A heavy touch there from the striker, perhaps his only shortcoming on that occasion. It could have been 3-0 inside the opening 30 seconds of the second half.
और जो इरादा बदल लेते हैं वो साइकिल सुनावेड़ा नहीं कहलाते हैं।
Stepping away from pressure. Suman now unleashes one at goal. The goalkeeper, Rabi, is happy to just let it thump him on the chest before picking it up casually.
क्लियर रखा है अपने कुछ दिन अपने के डिफेंडर को देते हुए एक छोटी सी बॉल
Cut out in the middle. United club. And once again, they have to show that greater urgency in the final third.
बॉडी से
The
फुटबॉल
pressure has to be better from them. The hunger to win the ball back.
संजीत थोड़ा पीछे
And look how simply they're getting carved apart. The skipper with a touch towards the goal, but Chris is there to save the day yet again after a heavy touch
जा चुके बोल रहे
from the captain Sanjit.
यानी कि ये आपकी है ये रास्ता नहीं बदलता है अभी अभी तो जानकारी के लिए बता दूं कलर की जर्सी पर जिस टीम को आप देख रहे हैं टीम का नाम है साई हॉल सुनावेड़ा उनके जो प्रतिद्वंदी टीम है ग्रीन एंड व्हाइट रंग के जर्सी पर टीम बिहार एफसी लंबी कॉर्नर बॉल ऑन द यार्ड ग्राउंड प्ले डिफेंडर को
Now,
खेलता हुआ
it was a shot on target, but that was well cleared. Helped on its way out
बैक टू बैक
by Manoj. It's going to be another corner.
जो स्पेशलिस्ट खिलाड़ी माने जाते हैं जैसे नंबर 18 अमन और इसी के साथ
Another header on target. This time the keeper saves it, but somehow a foul in the offing
और उन
gives a free kick to Sayan Hal there.
चाल और पास की नजर कम पड़ सकती है लेकिन और उनकी लाइन उस रेफरी का नजर से भी कम नहीं पड़ती
Once again, another heavy touch, but luckily the ball does stay alive for D'Souza. Can he find the right cross as he enters the box? Goes for shot from the edge of it. Easily blocked by the defense as Aman lays it off towards the left.
हर टीम अपना इरादा बदलेंगे इस मैच में
Now that's a terrible give away. United club, that's the last thing they need, giving the ball away cheaply.
फ्री किक
They will have a free kick there.
इंडिया इस अपील को स्वीकारते हुए मैच रेफरी अरुण कुमार राय फ्रॉम ढेंकानाल एक फ्री किक का मौका बिहार एफसी के लिए मणिपुर के खिलाड़ी इस फ्री किक लेने के लिए लंबी बॉल अपने साथी को ढूंढते हुए बॉल यहाँ पर दिया है और यहाँ पर मिलेगा फ्री किक इनडायरेक्ट फ्री किक
And offside, there is it. Or is it going to be a free kick? It is a free kick on the edge of the box.
First part is a direct free kick and the second part is an indirect free kick. And it is an indirect free kick. Match referee signal is after the whistle. Match referee signal is after the whistle.
Now this has to go in. There is no other way for United Club with open play not yielding pretty much. This free kick has to be their ticket back into the game. Let me remind you, the winner of this contest will earn a place in the semi-finals of the competition. The loser goes home empty-handed. A huge wall because they know that it is a position from which goal is pretty much possible. Himar is standing on this. The substitute. Does he have enough to find the back of the net there? It's going to be a right-footed effort for sure. Towards the far corner, on target, and the goalkeeper gets enough power on it. A fine strike from Hima, but not enough to get something, and he gets booked for trying to stop a flowing counter-attack. From almost scoring a free kick to getting straight into the book there.
जहां तक सब्स्टिट्यूट गोलकीपिंग के मैं बात करूं, साई हाल सुनावेड़ा के पास एक रिजर्व गोलकीपर है जिसका उम्र है केवल 13 साल। नाम है आयुष भैर।
Now the player slips on the ball. There will be no sympathy from the opposition as United do not have time for anything else except goals. But Aman plays it towards the left. Chance to get the cross in for Mohan Maji, showcasing his footwork. Aman's effort will go out for a goal kick comfortably there. Wasn't far away, wasn't a million miles away from the top corner. It was curling in, it was dipping in. D'Souza just upset with themselves for giving the ball away. This game doesn't have a pretty much midfield at this moment, does it? It's constantly flowing from end to end. Yet again, a cross is fired into the middle, but the goalkeeper, Rabi, is active. He has made some 2 to 3 decent saves in the game. Yes, he has not been tested to his very best, but he has proven himself when called upon. Suman snatches the ball away from Aman Batra. Chip towards the opposition box. It is going to be a long chase. Keeper spills it the first time, but luckily gets it the second time of asking. Now through the gap, but once again, Chris is proactive. Well, of all the 3 international players we had, Chris is the most impressive. Melo had a subpar start to the game. He was substituted inside the first half. And then D'Souza still started the game in the middle, but went up top, not having pretty much success there. But Chris has prevented some crucial goals. And here as well, he's shielding the ball. But let me remind you, he gave the ball away on that occasion. So he's not without any faults, but he's covering them up brilliantly. Suman yet again. Suman's ball carrying. Nipped in the bud by Aman, who snatches the ball away from him. Sanjit tries to slip it towards the left flank. The defender has it covered. Now, once again, here he is creating the angle for goal, but the defense just crowd him out at the right moment, and the layoff towards the right flank is a bit heavier there.
बॉल स्पर्श करेगा बाहर यहाँ पर बनेगा थ्रो इन लगातार मूवमेंट बनाने में कामयाब लेकिन बॉल करने में कामयाबी नहीं सेकंड हाफ में साई हाल सुनावेड़ा इस टीम के पास सब कुछ है फुटबॉल के लिए टेक्निक टैलेंट टेम्परामेंट एवरीथिंग वन टू वन प्ले वन टचलेस प्ले गुड स्ट्रेटजी 4-3-3 फॉर्मेशन
Now, here is one more counter. D'Souza. And that goes to waste. Well, almost I thought it went to waste, unless Himar produces a great touch, a magical touch, in fact, to keep it alive. The defender recovers excellently. Now, showing his dancing feet, goes for the goal. That could have been some finish. That could have been a fantastic goal to bring the game into life there. Good effort from Suman. The glimpses aren't translating into tangibles. That is the only problem for United Club, as they are staring at an instant elimination as soon as the full-time whistle goes if things stay the same. And now the defender fails to cut him down on time. Here is a great chance, but what a tackle that was. A brilliant tackle to deny Manoj there. The substitute was 1v1, should have definitely scored there. Now, once again, the heavy touch leads to a turnover as Aman leads the charge. Look at the support pouring from the fullback in the middle. Manoj lays it towards Mohan Machi. The idea was right. The idea was absolutely fine there. Sanjay's run into the box. Aman tried to find him, but it just overhits it.
बिहार टीम को कुछ करना होगा या तो इस मैच में गोल के साथ वापस आना होगा या तो मैच के बाद हैंडबैग पकड़कर घर जाना होगा या बिहार टीम क्लीन स्वीप होंगे या एक गोल के साथ वापसी करेंगे या वापसी की तैयारी करेंगे ये देखने वाली बात होगी
A long pass towards the opposition box. The defense offside, standing strong. At this point, do you believe a clean sheet is possible for them? It looks absolutely possible because United Club are not having the best time in front of the goal. As the referee waves play on, sees no foul play there, and it ends in a goal kick for SAI.
मैच रेफरी गोलकीपर के लिए तैयार होते हुए रफी कीपर साई हाल सुनामेड़ा के यहाँ पर डिफेंडर कीपर ने काफी खूबसूरत तरीके से किक करते हुए अपने राइट विंग डिफेंडर के लिए ऑन द लाइन हल्के हल्के कदमों के साथ पिकल की तलाश कर रहे थे पिकल को उनको मिला अमन के रूप में अमन ने टप ऑफ द फुट जर्सी नंबर 20 काफी अच्छी स्किल बिहार टीम को जोर लगाना होगा सेकंड हाफ का 15 मिनट समाप्त हो चुकी है। अंतिम 30 मिनट, लास्ट 30 मिनट।
Chris steps out of defense to cut that pass out, but he can only seek his goalkeeper. Well, if you suddenly hit the score line and ask fans to guess which team is up by two, you'd pretty much be sure that it is United who are up by 2 goals, because that is the lack of urgency they're having against a team that's chasing a third goal. They're unable to get one back. D'Souza, time to go for goal, but the defense blocks it. Saurav can keep it alive.
बिहार टीम धीरे धीरे रंग में आते हुए अपना बेसिक फुटबॉल खेलते हुए बिहार टीम। लेकिन पहली गलती को दोहराते हुए दर्शक काफी उत्साह, बहुत सारा दर्शक बिहार टीम के सपोर्टर यहाँ पर बैठे हैं। और ये ऑफसाइड, कप्तान ऑफसाइड पोजीशन पर आ चुके थे। असिस्टेंट रेफरी प्रशांत बेहरा, इस बीच से तो ऑफसाइड एंड रेफरी ऑफसाइड के इनडायरेक्ट फ्री किक, और इस इनडायरेक्ट फ्री किक को पास में तब्दील किया बिहार की टीम ने। कीपर रवि स्टेप आउट करके बाहर आए और एक अच्छा थ्रो के साथ इस बार मोडू जानी को देते, जर्सी नंबर 20 पर मोडू जानी। What a class ball! But keeper is ready and beautiful play because keeper Bihar FC. Nice keeping. रबी 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 लंबाई का फायदा, इट इज एडवांटेज। ये गोलकीपर के लिए एडवांटेज होता है वो अगर लंबे कद के होते हैं, और ये फायदा मिला है रवि को। What is the cross? Not for the target. बिहार धीरे धीरे रंग में आते हुए इस मैच में वो जानते हैं अगर इस मैच को ड्रॉ भी करना है तो 2 गोल करना होगा। अगर यहाँ पर गोल नहीं करते हैं तो ये टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाएंगे। पहले मर्तबा उनको मिला है सेकंड ओडी एडिशन में, दूसरा संस्करण में ये मौका मिला। कीपर आसानी के साथ अपने राइट ऑफ डिफेंडर के लिए सौरभ मैन, सौरभ सौरभ से सुमन। What a beautiful hold to the ball and nicely played pass.
That was a wild shot. That was a rash shot, you could say. Just a desperate attempt to get something to stick from D'Souza on his left foot.
Because he is a foreign player. কিন্তু ওড়িয়া সুন্দর কথাটি।
Trying to take on two men. That's a good run from Hima. The cross is a decent one as well. Now from the edge of the box. Well, he caught it on his toes. He needed better connection. That was a disappointing effort there from Samir. He caught the defender cold-footed, pressed from behind. It would take special goals, only special goals to go like that. Now another rash tackle there.
तो गोल जो पहला हाफ में था, पहला गोल 5 मिनट, दूसरा गोल 18 मिनट। पहला गोल करने वाले कप्तान जो कि संजीत खोरा और दूसरे गोल करने वाले खिलाड़ी आलवर्ट, इसे दो गोल को डिफेंड करते हुए धीरे धीरे मैच 67 minutes is
It's
complete.
going to be Lakpa with this free kick.
67 minutes.
Shering has had his fair of set pieces that didn't yield anything, but this one, now a chance. He didn't catch it sweetly. He was hoping for a penalty, but that's not going to come his way.
कोशिश में कोई कमी नहीं, लेकिन गोल अभी तक आई नहीं।
Now they're happy to retain ball for plenty of time. SAI and HAL were pushing for the third goal. Right now, the priority has been ball retention. Mohan Maji. SAI will win the ball there from Samal.
मुझे लगता है बेहद खुश है कमेंट्री में, इसीलिए सलामी देते हुए बॉल के साथ।
Now the loose touch. Can it be a blessing in disguise for United? Shering, look at him, wait for options before finding someone who stumbles on the ball there. That's a poor end to what was promising. A lovely pass into Mohan. Spread towards the right flank now. It's 2v4. Needs some extraordinary skill, but the player once again slipping on the ball, allowing Lakpa to clear the danger momentarily. Keeper goes for goal and finds the back of the net. What a finish this is! Well, United Club Siwan have been trying everything in the book except doing that as Sanjay Kera doubles his tally for the day. He sees the ball and then is asking for it. There is plenty of delay in the ball coming to him, but look at him go. It's a first time finish. The body shape was ideal, the contact was ideal, and the ball, a grass cutter, beating the captain Bikash Bauri. It is one captain who has been setting up the standards today. A brilliant brace from Sanjay Kora, the skipper there. SI and HAL Training Center do confirm their place in the semi-final. There is no coming back from 3-0 down, is it?
69 मिनट पर गोल आता हुआ इस टूर्नामेंट में व्यक्तिगत रूप से 2 गोल कर चुके हैं अभी तक संजीत खोरा। 3-0, लेकिन कीपर
A 2-0, a goal could have probably gotten them something, but at 3-0, I'm sure it won't be anything more than a consolation. I do not see United Club Siwa and Bihar scoring more than one today. And even that scoring one requires a lot because their forwards aren't in possession of their shooting boots right now.
लेकिन साई हाल सुनावेड़ा के जो दर्शक हैं, सपोर्टर हैं, वो फिलहाल अभी तक बैठे हुए हैं। कल 5 गोल देखने के लिए हमें मिला था और आज अभी तक 3 गोल 2 मैच में कुल 8 गोल अभी तक 2 मैच में 8 गोल मैच खत्म नहीं हुई है
That's a heavy touch. That will come to Bikash's head there.
long ball
Souza keeping it alive on the right flank, but Rafi is once again quick off his line to grab the ball.
इत्मीनान के साथ लेते हैं और अपना जो अनुभव है वह अनुभव को पूरी तरीके से दर्शाते हुए कीपर रवि
Face 1v1, that's a neat layup, and what a save that is! You could not believe it, you could not write it. Chris making the run from all the way into the opposition box. What a ridiculous save from Ravi Desatpada. Could you even believe it? How good was that save? An outstretched right leg to prevent a certain goal. Well, this was the closest United Club Siwan have come today.
गोलकीपर की परिवर्तन यहां पर होता हुआ टीम बिहार उनके जो सब्स्टिट्यूट गोलकीपर माधव मंडल गोलकीपर की यहां पर परिवर्तन की गई है माधव मंडल और अमन को यहां पर विश्राम दिया गया है जहां तक
Couple of substitutions there.
उनकी
SAI and HAL changing their lineups.
और इसी के साथ अगला मैच के लिए रेस्ट देना चाहते हैं कि कल हाई वोल्टेज मैच होगा बिलपहाड़ यूनाइटेड मध्य प्रदेश को 4-1 गोल के अंतर से परास्त करके सेमीफाइनल के लिए दस्तक दी है टीम ने और आज की विजेता टीम
Himar
आज के विजेता
on the set piece.
होगी सेमीफाइनल कल सेमीफाइनल नहीं सही मायने में कल होगा फाइनल कल सही मायने में होगा फाइनल
Now that's a decent delivery. Ravi's punch out. Sent into the box yet again.
ऑल प्लेयर बिहार टीम ओवरलैपिंग प्ले करते हुए
I believe players waited for an offside flag to go up. It does not.
यूट्यूब चैनल पर रिवाउंड कर देखेंगे
I believe. Is Chris playing as a striker now after having a centre back shift?
यूट्यूब चैनल
He has joined the forward line.
एम सागर भगत स्पोर्ट्स यूट्यूब चैनल एंड ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल पार्टनर स्पोर्ट्स केपीएल
Sanjit, a clear contender for the man of the match. 2 excellent goals and all-round performance. That was brilliant.
स्पर्श रहेगा था बाहर और ज्यादा समय है नहीं इस मैच में बार बढ़िया चेक रिसीविंग एंड ब्यूटीफुल कंट्रोल द बॉल inside of the foot play to the ball with a good strategy
Now they're so relaxed in the final quarter of an hour. They'll keep the ball, they'll pass the ball. They like to avoid injuries and give chances to new players to keep them prepared for the semis and finals just in case.
15 मिनट
What a dream scenario to be in for SAI there.
रुक कर खेलते हुए एक होता है होल्ड ऑफ प्ले, यानी कि बॉल की गति नहीं देना, होल्ड करना,
Sanjit, once again, the skipper,
रुक कर खेलना,
showing great dedication for his side, comes back all the way to win the ball back.
स्पीड प्ले को ब्रेक करना। इट इज अ मास्टर स्ट्रेटजी। टीम के मैनेजर सुधीर स्वाइन और उनके कोच पीएस एस वेणु की अच्छी स्ट्रेटजी और इसी के साथ और एक यहाँ पर सब्स्टिट्यूशन, जैसे नंबर 9
Another substitution in the offing there.
and जैसे नंबर 20 is out and यानी कि बेंच पूरी तरीके से जो बेंच का स्ट्रेंथ है उसको परखना चाहते हैं पीएस वेणु। काफी अनुभवी कोच पीएस वेणु साई हाल सुनावेडा अपना बेंच स्ट्रेंथ को परखना चाहते हैं, मौका देने चाहते हैं, लेकिन देखना होगा जो 13 साल के गोलकीपर हैं आसिक धारी, क्या 13 साल के गोलकीपर को डेब्यू करने का मौका मिलेगा इस मैच में? आसिक धारी केवल 13 साल है उनका उम्र।
Now, through the middle, Suman
या पीएस वेणु
cannot find the angle there, cannot find the spaces there.
उनका स्ट्रेटेजी वो तो वही जानते हैं, लेकिन
And now the goalkeeper comes out a long way. He's rounded. There is an empty net begging to be put in, and he does put in. That is so easy. That is so good and so easy from Sai and Hal's point of view. You could not fault the goalkeeper. It was a good decision come out, but I believe he came out way too soon there. As Manoj Damba, he had a simple task around the goalkeeper and then easily, easy and calm as you like, tap it into an empty net. It could get really ugly for United Club and their fans are walking out. They've had enough at 4-0 down. After the third goal, you have seen some leave, and after the fourth, the remaining are still leaving.
लोकल टीम बेलपहार
Cyan Hull, Sunabeda.
जिन्होंने मध्य
What a performance this is against United Club Siwan.
पास किया था
The runners up of the first TRL Krosaki Cup
के साथ लीड
are looking like a real deal this time in the finals.
मजा तो कल आएगा क्योंकि 4-4 गोल के साथ
Exchanging passes in their own box. And guess who is it? It is the skipper who's playing a centre back now. He's that bored on the pitch. He has done everything. Perhaps I think he'll be in the goal next. And yet again, the goalkeeper comes a long, long way out. And this time, the flag at least helped this cause.
एक खिलाड़ी यहां पर चोटिल अपने लाइन के करीब उनके प्राथमिक उपचार के लिए उनके पास मैच रेफरी, इसलिए तो मैं हमेशा कहता हूं कि माय गेम इज फेयर प्ले, केवल ये फुटबॉल सिखाया है, खिलाड़ी बिहार का हो या खिलाड़ी साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा का, प्लेयर प्लेयर होता है, इसीलिए विश्व में
फुटबॉल ही एक ऐसा खेल जिस खेल उसका जो लोगो है उसी लोगो में लिखा जाता है माय गेम इज फेयर प्ले। अब किसी भी गेम में आप नहीं देखे इस प्रकार का
An injury concern there for United Club. The last thing they need after this demoralizing result is at least head back home, safe and steady. But it looks like there's a spanner in the works as a player picks up an injury there.
जो देश खेल रहे हैं 113 देश, समझते हैं कि 213 देश खेलते हैं फुटबॉल।
Look at the fans driving out in numbers. It was jam-packed. It was waiting to have a great game. Yes, this is a great game, but it is a bit one-sided in SAI and HAL's favor. United Club's fans have had enough.
कल के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, कुछ अलग स्ट्रेटेजी के साथ कल का मैच के लिए अपने आप को तैयारी कर रहे हैं। दर्शक धीरे-धीरे मैदान छोड़ते हुए What a class! Hold and play. थोड़ा सा समय लेते हुए बॉल के ऊपर छोटे-छोटे पास के दरमियान बिहार टीम जिस तरीके से 15 मिनट मैच खेला था ऐसा लग रहा था कि बिहार टीम कुछ करेगी आज और इसी के साथ यहाँ पर फाउल।
Now that was a fair tackle. He will have a throw in his favor there, sharing.
Assistant referee. Now the chance is a free kick near to the halfway line. Siwan Sunabeda player releasing the ball for front, touching the ball on the air. Now another chance. Left footed release, not to the target. Keeper is ready.
An attempt to make it 5, but the finish is too simple. It's too easy to be picked up.
Short height, but there to the biggest fight. Siwan Sunabeda अपना रंग में आज बहुत खुश होंगे पीएस बेणु 2000 और टीम के
The
मैनेजर
best thing for SAI and HAL is they've avoided major injuries. They're not running into the ground.
जो टीम लेकर
They're staying fit. They're not even pressing hard for the fifth goal. They're just taking goals as they come by.
और all over India
Preserving fitness is also crucial given they have a key semi-final clash coming up.
फुटबॉल साइहाल सुनावेडा फुटबॉल के नर्सरी कहने से मैं चूकूंगा नहीं इस साल 4 खिलाड़ी संतोष ट्रॉफी और यहाँ पर बॉल जाती है पूरी तरीके से
Now, once again, it was almost close to being 5-0.
मैच रेफरी अरुण कुमार
And the goalkeeper, perhaps one of the most proactive I've ever seen. Look at the number of sweeps he's been doing today.
रेफरी संतोष ट्रॉफी खिला चुके हैं आई लीग खेलो इंडिया काफी अनुभव है
Now, was that a Rapona cross? The bad bounce in front of the goalkeeper, but luckily he somehow got something on it.
आज बिखारते हुए मैदान पूरी तरीके से धीमी हो चुकी है मैदान केवल औपचारिकता निभाते हुए दोनों ही टीम बिहार टीम कोशिश करना चाहिए कि क्लीन स्वीप ना हो जाए अपना जो दर्शक है उसी दर्शकों को कुछ उपहार स्वरूप कुछ दे के जाना चाहिए लेकिन दूसरी तरफ
Spread to the left. It's a huge race,
हर खिलाड़ी अभी भी चंद्रू
and the substitute wins it so comfortably.
अभय मुंडा swinging the ball
Invited to go for goal. The late dip, but not enough dip there.
नहीं रख पाए बॉल जाती हुई
It could have been some goal to wrap the fifth one up.
इट इज अ वन साइडेड मैच कप्तान संगीत थोरा जर्सी नंबर 19 इस टूर्नामेंट में 2 गोल करने वाले पहले खिलाड़ी बन चुके हैं
Look at the space is opening. Sanjit is happy to take on it again, but this time he's picked up in the wrong position, in the illegal position. That was Abaya with the armband as Sanjay left the field.
कप्तान सब्स्टिट्यूट हो चुके हैं और फिलहाल अभी जो कप्तान है जर्सी नंबर 19 पर आलवर्ट जिनके पास एक गोल
The goalkeeper happy not to take any risks there. D'Souza gets away from pressure, but can he beat his man? That has been their problem. Unable to beat the fullback and step in. This time the cross should be no problems for Rabi, and it is no problem.
लास्ट 4 मिनट काफी अच्छी चेस्ट रिसीविंग लेकिन डिफेंडर स्टेडियम से बाहर जाती हुई बॉल बॉल स्टेडियम से बाहर काफी तेज तर्रार बॉल को उन्होंने रिलीज किया था थ्रोइंग काफी कंट्रोल काफी अच्छी नियंत्रण बॉल के ऊपर साई हल सुनाबेड़ा आज क्लास फुटबॉल खेला है क्या क्लास है उनके पास क्लासिक जिसे कहते हैं काफी उम्दा साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा दो खिलाड़ी के बीच से एक संतुलित पास एक पैरेलल पास के साथ
Spreads it to the middle. The winger was interested in trying to win the ball back for his side. But look at that. Run towards the far post. Can he find the right cross? I believe on his left foot he had an angle to go for goal, but somehow they managed to keep the ball alive on their left side. Abaya attempt from distance, and could you believe it? What a goal that is from Shankar! Well, it truly takes a special effort to score from that distance, and Shankar has scored arguably one of the goals of the tournament. He had time, he had space, and that was all he needed to shoot. Set himself up, opened his body, and then the power to go for the top right corner. Despite knowing that the goalkeeper covered his near post. What a brilliant finish from Shankar there. 5-0 to SAI and HAL. A rout complete, a 5-star performance.
88 मिनट पे गोल आता हुआ
What a brilliant goal that is. They started with an early goal, they're signing it off with a late goal, and there might be more as we are about to find out the number of added minutes we're going to have.
क्या यहाँ पर 6 गोल होगा क्या ये रिकॉर्ड बन पाएगा क्या यहाँ पर रिकॉर्ड बना पाएगी साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा
Now, once again, the goalkeeper,
लेकिन अभी तक खतरा टला नहीं
long way off his line. The ball still in play. It is Abaya going for goal, and he finds the back of the net there. It is so easy, isn't it? Whatever they're doing, the ball is magically floating into the back of the net. Abaya on this occasion, the goalkeeper was on his spot, but still somehow the ball managed to go over him and then loop back inside.
साई हाल सुनाबेड़ा they are created to the history 6 goal
The runners-up of the TRL Krosaki Cup
याद नहीं हुए थे
are going absolutely crazy in this game.
जो मुकाम हासिल किया है मुझे लगता नहीं मुकाम
A half-hearted punch. And then he thought the danger was over here. But Abaya was lurking in the shadows. And look at that. No pressure on him. This is ridiculous defending. Yes, the finish was great. The keeper could have done better. And the defenders are to be blamed, but take nothing away from Abaya. What a finish that was.
लेकिन इसी के साथ बिहार टीम क्या कुछ करेगी देखने वाली बात होगी लेफ्ट राइट का बॉल को अपने कब्जे में लेते हुए लेफ्ट फुटेड रिलीज शॉट ऑन द टारगेट गोलकीपर रवीर
Now, Rabi, he has no intentions to give his clean sheet up. He will happily save it.
इसी को कहते हैं टीआरएल
क्रोसकी ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट। जो नहीं देखा वो फुटबॉल नहीं देखा। क्या कमाल है टूर्नामेंट की, रौनक है इस टूर्नामेंट में। जो उम्मीद करके आए थे दर्शक आज कि गोल देखेंगे, या गोल बारिश नहीं आंधी है, या तूफान होगा।
Now, is it possible for a seventh one? That's a good save. That's a decent save. That was headed for the bottom corner. A very good save to make sure that we're not at 7-0.
इसी को कहते हैं टीआरएल क्रोसाकी ऑल इंडिया टूर्नामेंट। काफी दिनों तक याद रखा जाएगा ये मैच को। जो दर्शक घर चले जाए हैं वो पछताते होंगे।
And once again, he parries it just enough. Final 30 seconds. United Club cannot wait for the final whistle to come out any sooner.
ना हथियार डाल करते हुए कीपर भी काफी आगे आ चुके हैं रवि, अपने आप को खिलाड़ी के रूप में प्रोड्यूस करते हुए इसी दरमियान।
Rabi playing as a third centre back there.
होल्ड किया और इसी के साथ
I believe he wanted fun. He made his saves, he got the clean sheet, and they seal a historic victory. The runners up of the first TRL Krosaki Cup confirm their place in the semi finals with a thumping 6-0 victory. SAI HAL Training Center from Sunabeda inflict a terrible, terrible 6-0 defeat on United Club from Siwan, Bihar. The gulf in clarity, the gulf in quality between the sides can never be more obvious than this. It was clinical finishing on one end, and it was fluffing the lines on another, missing their scoring boots. United Club's defense was not the best in the world. They gave time and space, two things that Sai punished them dearly for. A brilliant game of football comes to an end for Sai, and they will be eager to prepare for the semi-finals and take that huge leap towards that final. The full-time score in the second TRL Krosaki Cup football tournament is United Club nil, Sai Hull 6.
You are a hero of the match, you are a man of the match. So I request please come to in front of the prize distribution guys. Sanjit Khora, team captain, Sahil Sunabeda. Sanjit Khora, you are a man of the match, you are a hero of the match. So I request please come to in front of the stage. क्या मैच था, वाह क्या मैच था। इसी को कहते हैं फुटबॉल। फुटबॉल एक अनिश्चितता का खेल है, कभी भी कुछ भी हो। गिरीश चंद्र जयपुरी आपने हाथों से मैन ऑफ द मैच संजीत खौरा, टीम कैप्टन साई हॉल सुनावेड़ा। Congratulations. और ये गोल डिस्टेंस रे विजय लाभ करिवे ता विश्वास था
विश्वास तो थिला बहुत विश्वास हम टीम रे और कोच हिसाब रे बहुत मैं बहुत हार्ड वर्क भी करू छु और तार भी हम कोच बहुत हार्ड वर्क भी मैं एडी कोन जिंदगी में सर मैं खाना हारी तो तर खाना जीत के जीव बोली
चारि चारि जन खिलाड़ी संतोष ट्रॉफी पाई आपन को क्लब ऑलरेडी चली जाइछन तापर मध्य एते सेटअप एते स्ट्रांग टीम केमिति तयारी कले
हां सर दे चारटा पिला जाई छनते गुड प्लेयर फिर भी हम जते पिला होछन्ते और बेस्ट पिला सेंति जाउ छन्ते आछन्ते प्रिपेयर हमर बहुत सारा चाली होती
टर्फ पिच रे खेलिवार अनुभूति जाउतला ता सहित आसंता कली सेमीफाइनल मु जाबो होची सेमीफाइनल में 2025 এবং 26 বছর কালি হবো ফাইনাল যাহা দর্শক মানে করছে এবং মু মধ্যে অনুভূতি করছি লোকাল টিম হোম টিম বেলপাহাড় ইউনাইটেড গতকালি ম্যাচ মধ্যপ্রদেশକୁ 4-1 গোলରେ ପରାସ୍ତ କରିଛି ଆଜି ଆପଣଙ୍କର 6 ଗୋଲ কোন রহিব আসন্তা কালি স্थिति
हाँ बेलपाड़ भी बहुत भलो टीम रे चारि गोल करके जीति छन्ती चारि गोल बहुत किछि चारि गोल को टीम बीट कर जीतियोडा और बहुत भलो टीम बेलपाड़ और काली बहुत भलो मैच हो जेंति कि फाइनल टाइप रो मैच रहबो सेमी फाइनल मैच
ऑर्गेनाइज कमिटी ता सहित ग्राउंड विषय किछि कोइ अपेक्षा
सबुर कोई ऑर्गेनाइजर तो सब माने बहुत बेस्ट या बेस्ट फील्ड भी एक नंबर अछि बहुत भलो ग्राउंड नेक्स्ट ईयर ये ग्राउंड माने ये साल बहुत आउ भलो अछि ग्राउंड बहुत भलो
बेस्ट ऑफ लक so today tomorrow match and congratulations today match thank you so much sir तो चलंतु ऐसा शब्द सहित आपण मान गुड विदाय नबा मु भागीरथी कमेंटेटर निकनेम इज जोन काली ठीक 2टा बजे 30 मिनिट रे आपण को सहित साक्षात हबो 2025 এবং 26 বছর প্রথম সেমিফাইনাল ম্যাচ দেখিবাকু ভুলিবেনি সাই হাল সুনাবেডা বডা यूनाइटेड बेलपाहाड़ फर्स्ट सेमीफाइनल ग्रुप